Hello there! Please allow me to introduce myself. My name is Kudi, and I'm a mystical rodent activist. I call myself an MRA for short. I'm not a men's rights activist myself, nor am I human, but I've been observing other MRAs for eons. I have been quietly and patiently observing the events of the past few months, and I think that right now would be the best time for me to weigh in on some of the changes that I see happening within the men's rights movement. I don't want to comment on any specific events, but I do want to say that we rodents understand that life is all about cycles. And when you are cycling and you want to pick up the speed, it's only natural to change gears. I am convinced that now is a good time to shift the men's rights movement into second gear, spiritually speaking. So I will now recommend a few spiritual changes which are likely to help the movement gain some more traction over the bumpy road ahead. Spiritual gear shift number 1. Real motivation is elusive, so don't be a cynic. Always give collaborators the benefit of the doubt. You really don't know the real reason for why people want to be involved. If you think that you are a more authentic MRA than someone else, then chances are you're just fooling yourself. It is fine to be proud of yourself, but don't try to be more extreme or more pure than other MRAs. Perfection is also elusive. So it is time to stop mistaking your best friend for your worst enemy. And it is time to stop mistaking real progress for a setback. Newsflash, everyone has selfish motivations if you look deep enough. So just embrace it and focus on results instead. Spiritual gear shift number 2. You don't get points for cheering. Get in the game. Now is the time for organizing, planning, and mobilizing. This is the time to build institutions and grow business. You will lead by example. You will donate your capital. You will donate your labor. There is a lot of work to be done, and now is the time to start working. There are many contests to be won, and now is the time to enter them. And once you're in the game, you really need to focus. Focus on what you really know, and ignore speculations. Focus on what you can change, and ignore the inevitable. Focus on what you can agree on, and ignore your differences. But above all else, just be part of the action. Spiritual gear shift number 3. This is a team sport. Be a team player. It is time to specialize and have each other's back. Be more generous with credit and praise. Agree to disagree more often. Swallow your pride more often. Remember to have fun. Fucking your shit up is fun. Form small local groups. Mingle more often. Check your jealousy. You cannot count on feminists to thank you for your hard work, so don't forget to thank one another. There is safety in numbers, so stick together and don't make anyone an easy target, including yourself. You are now transitioning from awareness to meta-awareness, so capitalize on meta-awareness. Sometimes it is not enough to see something. You also need to know that other people can see it along with you. The Emperor has no clothes. Everybody, laugh at the Emperor. Spiritual gear shift number 4. You want to stay in business? Think like an entrepreneur. Find creative ways to capture the interest of affluent people who have not already been pulverized by the system. They still have the resources to fight injustice. If you want others to contribute their labor and capital, then you need to offer them an incentive. You will need to sell your customers what they want, even if they don't realize that they want it yet. If you fail to connect with your market, then it's game over. Spiritual gear shift number 5. Reputation is precious. Guard it with your life. Think carefully about your audience. You must never be concerned about what your opponents think about you, but you must be concerned about what the spectators think about you, and you may need to protect your image with litigation if necessary. Don't promote or tolerate hate or aggression. Forget about revenge. Forget about destruction. Focus on building and reforming. Focus on the problems that lie ahead, not the problems of the past. Show your investors how confident you are in the success of your institutions, and don't be afraid to take risks and go big. Some of your opponents have no reputation to lose, so they can afford to clown around. You can use humor productively, but don't clown around. Use humor to combat fear. Use humor to expose truth. Use humor to break taboos. Use humor to educate, but do not allow your opponents to bring you down to their level. Notice how far you've already come, and you were mostly just spinning your wheels. The next few months will really put your ideas and your character to the test. Your opponents will be up to their old tricks, and they will continue to find new ways to censor you and to shut you down. But once your spiritual gear shift is complete, you will become an unstoppable force. Or at least, that's how it looks, from out here in the middle of the Atacama Desert. It's kind of lonely out here, by the way. So if any of you humans want to pay me a visit, you can get my address from Stone. I would also like to extend an invitation to man-boobs to kiss my ass. This is Kudi, the mystical rodent activist, signing off.